guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I have another subscription box to share with you. This is one that I have subscribed to on and off for the past year. Typically I subscribe to it when I see new things on the website that I want to try out. So it is the I always want to call it Choix, but it's Choix. This is Choix. This is a monthly subscription box. It's $15 a month. I'll leave the link to subscribe to it down below if you're interested. This is what it looks like when it comes in, by the way. It's quite a small box. It comes in a little envelope as well. This is a subscription service that I would recommend if you do not have a Sephora or Chanel or Dior or YSL or really high-end luxury beauty product counters available to you. Because you can always go to those counters and get free samples most of the time. But I don't have any of those near me. I do have Sephora, but I don't have like a Chanel counter. I don't have certain counters near me. And sometimes I just want to try a product before I actually go in and buy it. So this is the subscription for you if that is an issue for you. So basically, Choix offers really high-end luxury beauty samples, and they basically depop them and send them your way from the full size. So when you open your box, it comes with a little protected padding and you have your samples. You get 5 samples per month and you add them to your own queue. You pick them, you pick from the selection that you want, and you add them to your queue every month, and then they ship them out. My only complaint with Choix is the fact that the shipping is ridiculous. It takes forever for them to ship. This box was ordered, I actually had a monthly subscription service from them from last month, and I tried filming, but I just couldn't get the words out, so it just didn't work out. So I actually ordered this box because I canceled it. They didn't have any more items on the website that I wanted, but then they added a couple of new things, so I resubscribed. Just for this month, and it took 3 weeks to ship this out to me, even though I don't even know why, but it takes forever for shipping. Just be warned, it takes forever. The customer service is really great though. If you have any questions, they're really quick to respond, usually within a day. They're very friendly and easy to work with. So also with Choix, you can buy credits. So you don't actually have to do the monthly subscription service. You don't have to subscribe to that. You can actually go in and buy different credit. You can buy different credits for samples. You can buy, I believe, $12 gets you 4 samples. I think there's a $3 credit which gets you like 1 sample. There's like a $15 credit which gets you 5, and then it goes up from there, and I think it goes all the way up to $45, gets you 15 samples. So you don't have to necessarily buy a subscription service. You can just put samples in your queue and have them shipped out to you as you would like. Go ahead and get into the things that I put in my queue and that I picked up this time around. So the first thing is something that I actually really do like, and I've had this for a little bit. So I've already bought the full size. I'll get into their point system in a second, which is why I bought the full size, because I got it for like half price. But this is the Chanel, which is this is something that I've had before, and I just decided to go ahead and get another sample of it because I like it for traveling. This is the Chanel Soleil Tan de Chanel Bronzing Makeup Base. I really like this for fair skin. It's not good for any other skin type besides fair, maybe medium. It blends out really nice. It sets to a powder finish. It's just a really nice bronzing gel cream powder base. It works really well. I don't know if I'd pay the $50 for it, but yeah, it is super nice. And they come in like these little pots. They come in different styles. This happens to come in a little pot just like this, and there's enough in there for at least, they say there's enough in each sample. They say at least 2 uses per sample. Typically speaking, depending on what it is, I can usually get a week or 2 worth of use out of each sample. So yeah, so that was the Chanel Tan de Soleil. I really like this, and I've already purchased it. The next thing I got was the Kevyn Aucoin Sensual Skin Enhancer, and I got an SX1. And they label the bottoms as well, so you know what they are. And they gave me a ton. I've been wanting to try this for so long, and I was going to order it in this VIB sale that's going on actually right now. It started today for VIB Rouge. But then I got the sample of this and I decided that there's no way in heck that I'll ever be able to get through all of this because there's a lot in here for this type of product. There's a ton in here. So I decided not to spend the money on it because this is all I'll need for like the next year, how often I use it. So yeah, I really like this as well, but I won't be purchasing this anytime soon, just because this little sample is going to last me forever. The next thing is from Tom Ford, and this is something that I was really wanting to try. And this is the Tom Ford Bronzing Powder in TF Gold Dust. I believe they have the other shades as well. And so with the powders, actually this is not like normal, but with the powders, they usually come with a protected plastic over them. This one didn't for some reason, but they're also labeled on the back, and then it comes in a little plastic tin. So like any powder product, highlights, eyeshadows, blush, bronzers, anything like that, powder foundations will come in a sample just like this in a little eyeshadow pan, and they've repressed it for you. It's a really thin amount. You might only get 2 to 3 uses, maybe 4 out of this sample. But yeah, it's a good enough sample to know whether or not the color will work for you and whether or not you'll like it. So I'm really excited to try this one. I might apply a little bit on my face today just to see. And the next 2 things I got are a primer and a foundation. Now with the primers and the foundations, you definitely don't get enough to try it out for a week. You only get enough for 1 to 2 uses, and that's it. The primer that I ordered was the YSL Touche Éclat Blur Primer. I've heard a lot of things about this, and most of the time the primers and the foundations, sunscreens, any kind of liquid products usually come in these little click up tubes with a silicone applicator. I really like these. They're pretty handy, and they work out pretty well. I've never had a chintzy one or anything, but yeah. So I got the Touche Éclat Blur Primer. I'm pretty excited to try it. It's been pretty raved about. And then the last thing I picked up was the Chanel Les Beige Healthy Glow Foundation in Glow 10. I've been wanting to try this for a while, but yet again, I don't want to buy it until I try it, kind of thing. And that should be enough for at least 2 uses. I find that I usually get 2 uses if I use a light amount. If you need a heavier amount, you'll only get 1. But yeah, that's enough for at least 2 uses for me. And it also came in the little clicky pen with the silicone applicator. So I'm pretty excited to try those. So with Choix, you have a point system, and every month I believe that you subscribe to them, you get 250 points towards a discounted price. You can either use your points in their little gift shop, which to me is a waste of points because the products that they offer in there aren't that great. They're like 100 point perks at Sephora. Kind of like deluxe sample size products, and they cost a lot of points, so it's not worth using your points on those unless you really want to. The way that I use my points, like a point system kind of like BoxyCharm or Ulta has, or Dermstore even now is doing it, where you can stack your points, and the more points you have, the more money you get off. So I had $25 worth of points in my savings little bank I had been saving up, and so I decided to purchase my Chanel tan bronzing powder gel stuff, and I got it for $25. That's pretty good. Like I said, their shipping time is awful. It took like 2.5 weeks to get here, which isn't the worst thing in the world. I mean, let's be honest. But it did take quite a while for them to actually ship it and for it to arrive at my door. But yeah, that's another great thing about this, is that you actually can save up your points and use it towards a purchase, say if you did like a sample that you got. So yeah, so this was Choix. Once again, like I said, I will leave all the information down below. And yeah, overall, I really like the subscription service. Like I said, I subscribe to it on and off throughout the year. If they have like a lot of new things that I want to try, I'll fill up my queue for at least 1 or 2 months worth of stuff, and then after that 1 or 2 months, I'll cancel my subscription, and then I'll check back maybe 2 or 3 months down the road. They might have some more new stuff. Yet again, I'll fill up my queue with all the new stuff that I want to try, and then they resend it out to me. It's really easy to cancel. It's really easy to resubscribe. It's just an easy service to do. But yeah, definitely check it out if you're interested. I highly recommend it. and I really like it. So I hope you guys found this video helpful and useful. I hope it gave you some insight on some subscription boxes that most people don't talk about here on YouTube. I will be doing a couple more of these here and there. I have a couple of other boxes that I have lined up. I don't know how often I will actually share Choix with you. Did I say Choix earlier? But I don't know how often I'll share Choix with you, because I pick my products and it's really not worth sharing it with you if I just pick my products. I don't know. Maybe you guys are interested. I don't know. But anyways, I'll see you guys later. Bye.